Hi, this is Adrian Mileto once again from Miami Acupuncture Therapy, and today we're going to do part 2 of my 2-part video series on an acupuncturist healthy home garden. In part 1 we discussed the strategies of where the best place to put fruit trees and edible foods, location. We went over the front yard. Today we're going to go over the backyard, which is a little smaller, but here's where I usually do most of my container gardening and seedlings and cuttings, etc. So we focus over here. I have a pair of cacao plants. They're shade plants, and in a few months I'm going to transplant them. So eventually we can get free chocolate. Yay. And here we have some cuttings. There's a hedgerow I want to make, and then instead of just paying about $35 a plant from one mother plant, I just cut the cuttings. I like to leave the little leaves, cut them so they're not so stressed or require so much, but at the same time there's just enough to get a little sunlight, and it gives me indication if they're still alive or not by seeing the little leaves. It gives me more reassurance. I have a couple grapevines here. Usually I like to water from rain barrels, but sometimes it kind of makes me wonder, this stain here, typically this is a problem in the Miami Springs area, being right next to the airport. Most of the rooftops get this stain, and most people have to pressure clean them off, and so it kind of makes you wonder what's getting in our systems here in Miami Springs with all this jet fuel. Here we have some ripe sugar cane, ready for my smoothie, guarapo. Some goodies for the butterflies, blueberries, and a few other things in containers. I have a garden bed here, but this time of the season we don't have anything there yet, so stay tuned. Here we have a Java plum that we found from a seedling on the golf course, just growing, and then we kind of just dug it out. It was like 6 years ago, and 6 years later we have a nice big tree. It's already a little overdue for pruning. And we have another coconut tree. Yep, free calories. And here we have some chickens. The little homemade little pen here.
Come, chicky.
We bought the little
Open it.
chickies 4 months ago for $1 each, and after about another month or so we're gonna have 3 eggs.
Chicky.
I usually feed them moringa, food scraps, and I supplement a little bit with a non-GMO chicken starter feed and egg layer feed, very inexpensively when you buy it in bulk, and but mostly just food scraps, rice, and a lot of moringa leaves. They'll just gobble it up. So that's basically my tour of the backyard. Even though we're a healthcare clinic, I just chose to do this video because healthy gardening, it's a good way of prevention, because the best remedy for most diseases is to not get it in the first place, and prevention is a cost-effective way to eat healthy while, you know, not emptying your bank account in the process, being a little creative. So if you like this type of videos, this topic, particular gardening, in my channel, go ahead and leave a comment, or if there's anything in particular you want me to talk about, go ahead and leave a comment. Oh, and one more thing, we have so many moringa tree cuttings that we don't have enough space to plant them all. So if you want any cuttings and you're a local, or you can maybe close enough to commute to my Miami Springs office, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and let me know that you'd like a cutting, and then we could just meet up, and then I'll have some cuttings for you so you can have your own personal moringa tree.